Welcome back into American Agenda. So the White House Correspondents Association dinner is coming up on April 26th. Most of you probably don't even know that because the dinner has pretty much become irrelevant for the majority of the country. It's supposed to be about celebrating the hard work those in journalism put in to fairly and accurately cover the White House and politics at large. And trust me, folks, I give those who do that job a lot of credit. Covering D.C., not an easy task by any means, but the dinner, in my opinion, over the last few years, has turned into nothing more than a slam piece on President Trump and MAGA Republicans, just like any other award show like the Oscars or whatever it may be. These organizations have gone so far left, so biased now, most of us have turned them off. And up until recently, it was going to be more of the same this year. Maybe even more extreme this year than ever, until the White House stepped in and made us all aware who was set to host and the would-be host then was pulled. That was going to be comedian Amber Ruffin. And if you want to know what she thinks about President Trump or anyone who supports the MAGA movement, here's her comments on a recent podcast.
You're kind of a bunch of murderers. I mean, so like they were like, you need to be, equal and make sure that that you give it to both sides and blah, blah, blah. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be freaking doing that, dude. Under no circumstance. We're still acting like things are normal. I don't know. We're all going on this roller coaster, right? Like you spend 5 minutes like, hey, we've had worse. Then you turn a corner and you're like, no, this is as bad as it will ever be. Nothing is this bad. I think they got their feelings hurt. And they want that false equivalency that the media does. They want that. It feels great. It makes them feel like human beings. But they shouldn't get to feel that way because they're not.
Oh, there we go. Wasn't that nice? According to Ruffin, MAGA is murderers, not human, and we have ushered in the worst era ever in American history if you support the MAGA movement. Those comments, number one, they're hurtful. And number two, completely irrational. But that is the left. They still don't get it, even after the election, even as President Trump's approval ratings continue to hit their highest marks. And this is the reason why no one pays attention to these kinds of events anymore. You heard Ruffin. All that was asked of her was to keep it down the middle, crack some jokes about both sides, but she couldn't do it. She physically couldn't do it. They haven't been able to do that, though, for years. Here's a flashback from 2018 when comedian Michelle Wolf hosted. She went after then press secretary and now governor of Arkansas, Sarah Huckabee Sanders. This was nasty.
Like Sarah, I think she's very resourceful. Like she burns facts and then she uses that ash to create a perfect smoky eye. Like maybe she's born with it, maybe it's lies. It's probably lies. And I'm never really sure what to call Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Is it Sarah Sanders? Is it Sarah Huckabee Sanders? Is it cousin Huckabee? Is it Auntie Huckabee Sanders? Like, what's Uncle Tom but for white women who disappoint other white women? Oh, I know, Aunt Coulter.
Jeez, a whiz. And of course, all the way back in 2011, host Seth Meyers took some shots at President Trump, obviously before he was president. And some say that's what solidified his decision to go ahead and run for office.
Gary Busey said recently that Donald Trump would make a great president. Of course, he said the same thing about an old rusty birdcage he found. Donald Trump owns the Miss USA pageant, which is great for Republicans because it will streamline their search for a vice president.
Look, I don't think anyone minds some humor roasting both sides, but it's gone way too far. I mean, again, Amber Ruffin was going to call Trump and MAGA murderers and not human. I think there's a difference between comedy and just downright degrading people, and that's exactly what it's turned into. Hence why more than half the country has been alienated by the White House Correspondents Dinner and plenty of other award shows. And I actually applaud the White House for calling out the fact that Amber Ruffin was going to be brought in and do nothing more than spew a bunch of hate on national television.